Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen, honorable guests and dear teachers, and my fellows. Today, the topic of my presentation is about the challenges faced by the Pakistani youth. Our world faces multiple interconnected crises, misway and far-reaching impacts that fall disproportionately on the young. It is very obvious that the strength of our future development a nation has is a sole function of its youth. The bright future of any country is always predicated on its present youth productive force. It is no longer news today that youth are the targets of immoral and criminal activities, violence, when not if their fault-laden and unemployment, poverty, unfavorable policies, stagnant, undynamic education system, lack of basic attitude to think and excel in the society, and lack of appropriate parental guidance. They deserve all our commitment, full access to education, adequate healthcare, employment opportunities, financial services, and full participation in public life. UN report of youth. A recent UN report on the state of the world's youth reveals that the current generation of young people faces even more complex challenges than the previous generation. The World Youth Report 2007 explore the major issues of concern to youth development, including employment, poverty, education, health, violence, globalization, information and communication technologies, HIV and AIDS, youth, conflict and intergenerational technologies. At the same time, it highlights youth as a positive force for development and provides recommendations for supporting their essential contributes. Here I am talking about the four major challenges of youth, Pakistani youth. One is unemployment, second is health, and third is globalization, and fourth is education. When we talk about the unemployment and under-unemployment among youth is a problem everywhere. The problem has grew larger, especially in the recent session of economic recession, and it has affected badly Pakistan. The disturbing fact is that when we talk about the unemployment, the number of youth in secondary and tertiary education has increased. Labour markets in Pakistan are not able to accommodate this large group of skilled young graduates and large number of youth now reaching working age. The long-term unemployment among Pakistani youth feels political and ideological unrest and violence, which somehow turns them into a terrorist in the eyes of other world. If we talk about the education, the dubious education system is among a number of problems that individual group faces on daily basis in Pakistan. Despite huge educational budget allocated by government, the double standards are still there. This has been one of the reasons that the true talent never gets an opportunity to prove itself. It is obvious that the standard of our education is very, very depriving and deteriorating. If we talk about the reason mainly depends on the corruption which is found in every segment of educational administration hierarchy, somehow minor and somehow major. If we talk about the health, the challenges of health youth is facing. First of all, I want to tell you what is the definition of health. Health may be defined as a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease and infirmity. Because youth are relatively considered a healthy segment of the population, their health needs have generally been overlooked. In developing countries like Pakistan, poor health is often caused by lack of information and lack of health services for youth. The resulting problems are sexually transmitted diseases, including infection with HIV/AIDS, lack of hygiene and sanitation, leading to infestation and diarrhea, genetic and congenital diseases, psychological and mental diseases. This is very important. Psychological and mental diseases, narcotic and psychotropic drug abuse, misuse of alcohol and tobacco, unwarranted risk-taking and destructive activity resulting in unintentional injuries, malnutrition and poor spacing of birth. The problems being faced by the health sector include inadequate primary health care, high adult population growth, managerial deficiencies and inadequate funding. If we talk about the primary health care, these health outlets have serious shortage of medicines, equipment, trained worker and workspace. If we talk about the high rate of population, we have to know that the population of Pakistan has increased nearly 4 times since independence. Most of the increase took place during the last 2 decades. The country is in the middle of classical demographic transition. 46% of the population is constituted by people under the age of 15 years, but the facilities of health does not increase in the same speed to provide sufficient health services to the nation. If we talk about the managerial deficiencies, I wanna let you know that there is only one institution in the country which imparts diploma in public health, DPH, and diploma in health administration, DHA. It has a limited capacity of 50 enrollments per year only. Course curriculum is very outdated and the institution is poorly equipped and staffed. If we talk about the inadequate funding, you would be very surprised that combined public and private expenditures on health sector is around 3.5% of GNP. Another serious expenditure problem is that investment in health infrastructure cannot be maximized because of shortage of funds for salaries, drugs and maintenance. Fourth problem, according to me and according to the Pakistani perspective, is globalization. What is globalization? Globalization, roughly defined as the global integration of economies and societies, which affects many aspects of young people's life. Youth have an ambiguous relationship with the globalizing world, both economically and culturally. If we talk about the positive perspective, on the one hand, the youth is very flexible and perhaps best able to adapt and make use of new opportunities offered. They are the best educated generation on new information technologies. They benefit from economic growth. Many travel around the world for the studies and exchange projects and vacations, and telephone and internet enables them to stay in touch with their friends and relatives. On the other hand, if we talk about the negative aspect of this, especially in developing countries like Pakistan, and if we talk about the rural areas, the youth have been left out of the digitalization and modernization process. 3 effects of globalization on the lives of youth I am going to discuss here. Number 1 is the disturbance of employment opportunities. Globalization can be a very powerful tool for the reduction of poverty, but the situation is inverse in Pakistan because there is an income gap is widening not only between but also within the country. Globalization has substantially changed the job market, to which young people as newcomer are most vulnerable. New technologies have replaced manual labor, mainly affecting high-skilled jobs in the service sector. Migration. If we talk about the migration both within and between countries is another aspect of globalization. Young people always have been a significant group among migrants. Every day, thousands of Pakistanis youth illegally try to pursue a life of fortune in a rich country, often motivated by unrealistic information and high expectations. A parallel industry of illicit travel agents, job brokers and middlemen has arisen, with direct trafficking of these migrants. The past 2 decades especially have seen a dramatic change in the trafficking of the girls and young women who are often lured into prostitution. These young women often belong to the very lowest strata, uneducated or from indigenous order or ethnic minority, rural or refugee camps. If we talk about the youth and culture and consumerism, globalization has numerous consequences for the youth culture. The increase in media stream has resulted in global consumerism. through television, music videos, and movies. American and European content is increasingly dominating entertainment around the world, like Indian Idol, Star Plus, and so on. Young people tend to adopt and interpret global products in terms of their own culture and experiences, thereby creating a new kind of culture, hybrid culture forms, whose meaning vary with local and national circumstances. Many youth in developing countries are unable, that's why, to fulfill their material expectation of well-being. This may result in alienation and frustration and potentially in crime and social strife. I will let you know that the frustration is the only challenge which is slowly and gradually eating up the youth of Pakistan. But then the past is over and done with. The future is yet to be here and the present all we have. If we talk about the youth today, youth should look ahead to the future, experiment in the mainstream of events and not to be an impediment to progress. In the flush of new millennium, there is a rapid acceleration on the road of modernity. Overwhelmingly, due to these tremendous challenges and abundant challenges, we nowadays all are ambitious with a desire to achieve something great. Young people must prepare themselves to face a changing world. They should interact among themselves, look for opportunities and asset themselves to procure the comforts of their life. And especially they should understand the ideology of their religion and ideology of Pakistan. It's my hope that both odds and opportunities will turn out in plenty in this techno-economic society. And though there will be many challenges, we will discover our own potential and enhance future opportunities. The last thing I want to let you know that we need to bear in our mind that destiny of nation is in the hand of the youth. Thank you.